Hello everyone here, Marluxia Flores. Just thought while I was still in cosplay, might as well do a video. It's time for a moment. Chains and camera angle and whatnot. Yeah, just this one. I was actually planning on wearing this today, but my mom just returned it to me this morning, and it was like, shoosh, puts on, because I was wearing the wig already. So yeah, it's fun. By the way, guys, tell me if you think this actually looks like my real hair or not. I constantly have people at school when I wear it. It's being like, is that your real hair or wig? And touching it and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, synthetic hair. It was an expensive wig, but I find that it was worth it. Like this cloak. Speaking of which, I have to say that I'm a bit of a fanboy, and it made me very happy. Near the end of lunch day, literally, as I was like standing to leave and go to my next period, this guy walks up and he was like, "Are you Marluxia from Organization 13? And I literally jumped up and down and squealed, and I broke out as a whole, like, something funny. And Dominic was just like, you went fangirl, and I was like, sorry. And then I like calmed down and was just like, yes. And broke back into character. Anyway, I fangirl when people notice that I'm Marluxia. Well, especially at school, because so few people actually know of Organization 13, and it makes me happy. So, yeah. Yeah. I know it's easy to find my fellow organization members online, like on Tumblr and Facebook and Mazan and Skype, and yeah, you guys are easy to find. But in my school, you're not. Like, no. I know very few. There's probably about 15 at us, like maybe 20 at most, and there's over 3,000 students at my school. My graduating class is about 800 students, so it makes me very happy when I find someone that does. Anyway, I've wasted about 2 minutes of your time, but I'm gonna start vlogging a bit again, and I'm probably gonna forget again. Last I was vlogging was months ago, and if you guys really love to, maybe able to find some of the videos. I think some are such a private, so I don't really remember a lot of videos such a private. Anyway, so yeah, I will actually Tumblr students at 3 p.m. on Friday, 10/21/11. So I'm doing some math to figure out the shape of that. That's actually printed. So anyway, so circles math, which is a whole different story, something my husband does, and my organization OC, which will never join Tumblr. I don't know. If she did somehow join Tumblr, I'd question my sanity, but I question my sanity about most things that happen on Tumblr, so yeah, I mean, like, everything really on Tumblr is, I question my sanity, like, every single day. I'm just like, I love you guys, but I don't know why I come on here most days. I generally can say that I come on most days for just for Vex, and I can say that, like, honestly, that's the reason I come on these days, is just for Vex, and yeah. There's a lot of you other guys, and that amuse me, like my Roxas and Saxians bother me. I say bother with great affections. I love you guys, like, the 13th store, and Literary Illusions, and I should be able to remember, 16th Schemo, and I just said 16, this is 6th, and just, I love Roxas's and Saxians that talk to me, just because, like, canonly, Roxas and Marluxia's relationship is it's this very teacher-student relationship in days. So the only time you see them associating is like in the very first few missions in days, and they have this very like, you will listen to me, Roxas, you will learn these things relationship. Just, it's always very fun because that's not how most people do this relationship, but yeah. With Marluxia, usually it's more of this relationship. I'm with Axel Marluxia, but I like you. Will you come to bed with me, Marley, tonight? Will you? I'm scared. And it's cute because I love innocence. Anyway, I could go into huge innocence rants, but I won't. And Zaxxines is beautiful. Like, I have a picture. I have the organization picture, and just look at him. Look, can I get this? There's Zaxxine. Look at him. Right next to Marluxia, even. Don't mind the glare, this is my binder. So just look at that beautiful. So yeah, elephant. Oh. Yeah, I do have the organization picture, and don't mind the color changes that always happens when something goes into the other screen, and I've got an orangey, I think. Right, playing with snowbursts. Truthful confession, I have a horrible obsession with Starbursts. Like, it is horrible, like, really. I bought 3 packs of Starbursts today. Like, people that buy, like, gum obsessively, like, that's how I buy Starbursts. And I always put them in my boxes. She usually has them. She has candy boxes and just, like, Starburst puts, and I slipped 3 packages of Starbursts. It's, like, 30 Starbursts or something into my pocket, my cloak, and yeah, it's just fun though. Just to prove a point, these cloak pockets, this blackness, that it's just pocket, and people always forget that the cloaks have pockets, and they do, and it makes me mildly sad when I see cosplayers where their cloaks have pockets, because people generally forget all the time, because in some of the games you honestly cannot tell if they have pockets, and some other fan art you can't, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. It's iffy, but they have pockets, and they're like these seamline pockets that I like making reference to, because Marluxia keeps lotion, mints, lube, condoms, a change of earrings, probably some rope, probably some other random stuff in his pockets, and that's his pockets. That's probably just a left pocket, and his phone is usually in his pants, and he does have a phone. And yeah, it's just randomly. This is my headcanon here. I have so much dopey headcanon, and it just literally my headcanon. It's like somebody has mentioned something, and I'm like headcanon it, like weed. Like Marluxia totally would make his own weed. Like that was a fun conversation. Just it was hilarious, and it's like weed because he would. I generally believe that him and Zigbo smoke weed together, and just like they can. And yeah, and let's see, any other random facts. I actually believe that Marluxia reads my math novels, and I have one conveniently here. It's Nora Roberts, and you don't know for, you should know for. She's like romance novels, and just let me like read something here. You just because you'll see why I love this book if I just see. Let me find something. That scene was beautiful. Literally, I was in English class reading sex in this book, and it's just like, yep. So we got lightning. I've seen the goats, mate. They were discussing sex, and when he plunged into her, the glow of it was like a shaft of lightning, bright and brilliant. There was a storm of those glorious and violent shocks as he thrust inside her. She locked herself round him, her face pressed against his neck, and repeated his name. That miraculous, he consumed her. That was me in English class. I believe that Marluxia smokes weed occasionally, reads romance novels, he summons roses, and that's actually a manga reference, but I believe that he actually can summon roses in different colors depending his mood, the relationship with people. And he does generally summon a red rose just for the tackiness, and yeah. But he does occasionally summon pink ones and white ones, usually only around females, and he usually summons a yellow one around Zora. So yeah. Headcanon dope. If you guys ever have headcanon questions for me, just ask, and I'll totally go into this huge, like, awkward spiel, and I won't care. So that's what I do. So, anyway. 9 minutes, and hopefully YouTube will save all those 9 minutes, because sometimes YouTube will save me and cut things off, and it makes me very sad, and yeah, so I'll just stop here and stop wasting your time and eat these Starbursts, and on the note of ceramics, but it's not enough, the lighting is not good enough so you can see the awkward stillness inside this book. But anyway, so one of the night, it's, yeah, vlogging, doing it again.